Okay, if you're doing mandolin on Applejack, I know that you're already a fiddle player, so you can probably already just pick. Remember to pick your pick both down and up, so you can just go. If you need help with picking the melody, please do the beginner or intermediate fiddle part and just use your mandolin to get that melody. But for the chords, we're going to use this video here. And you're going to need 3 chords. We're in the key of D. And wherever we're in a key, we need the 1, the 4, and the 5. So we're going to count up. We're in the key of D. Number 1 is D. So number 2 would be E, and number 3 would be F sharp. Number 4 would be G, so we're going to need that G chord for the 4. And then after G in music, we start over with A, which would be 5. So we're going to need a D chord, and a G chord, and an A chord. And in case you can't see those, for the D chord, our main chord in this song, we're going to put the first finger on the 2nd fret on the top string, the G string. That's the low string. It's going to make an A note. Then we're going to put the 2nd finger on the same spot on the bottom string, the E string. It's going to make an F sharp. And you want to just strum that. Make sure you get your D chord. To make a G chord, what we're going to do is we're going to move the first finger down to the A string, move the 2nd finger up 1 fret on the E. That is a G chord right there. Now to get to the A chord, this is kind of a fancy chord. We're going to take your first finger and it's going to cover all 8 of the bottom strings. So the 2 on the 2nd fret here, these 2 strings on the G, and then the 2 strings on the D. So you kind of want to smush that down. No fingers. A string and E strings are open. So that's your A chord. So you want to practice doing the D to the A. D to the A. That one isn't too hard because you have your fingers split. Then when you lift your 2nd finger, you just kind of jump that first finger over a little bit. From the D to the G, you have to lift up your fingers. So you lift them up and you kind of set them right next to each other for G. You're going to practice G, D, G, D. If we start doing these chords and you can't change fast enough, you're probably going to need to practice about 50 to 100 times going just between 2 chords. So just go back and forth. D, G, D, G. And say them in your head. Say it to play it. Say D, G, D, G. Because as you say those chords, you'll start to correlate which fingerings go to which chord. You'll get to them a lot faster. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to strum. We're going to start on a D. And we're going to strum it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you notice I'm just strumming down all the notes? If something sounds like not quite clear, press it down firmly into the string on the tip. Okay, now we're going to go to the G and strum it twice. 1, 2. Now go back to the D and strum it twice. So we did 4 Ds, 2 Gs, and 2 Ds. That's the whole first section. It's also the 3rd section, so we're coming back. Okay, here we go. Ready? Go. D, 2, 3, 4. Now G twice. Back to D twice. Awesome. For the second part, we're going to play the G 4 times and then the D 4 times. Let's do it. G, 2, 3, 4. Now D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to go back and play the first section again. This is the 3rd section. It's got the D 4 times, the G 2 times, and the D 2 times. So D 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. G 2 times. Back to D 2 times. And to end it, we're going to do 2 Gs, then 2 As where I put that first finger on all those higher strings, but lower sounding strings, right? The top ones. And then 4 Ds. So 2 Gs, 2 As, and 4 Ds. Let me walk you through it. So from the very beginning, 4 Ds, 2 Gs, 2 Ds. Ready? Play a song for me, then go to G, back to D, then we do 4 Gs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to D, 2, 3, then start over. 4 Ds, 2, 3, now 2 Gs, let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Play a song for me, Applejack, Applejack. Play a song for me, and I'll sing. Play a song for me, Applejack, Applejack. Play a song, let your banjo ring. Now we can do like the guitar, and we can pick strum. We can pick, circle, and then do our strum. Pick, strum, pick, strum. So we started out with the easiest way. If we want to make it fancier, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Play a song for me, Apple G, back to G. Play a G for me, and I'll D. Stay on D for me. Go to G, back to D, then to G, and to A, to D. And then if you want to be the fanciest, if you're an advanced player and you've played the mandolin for a while, what we do is we imagine the pick and we do the strum on the second half of the beat. Now, if that doesn't make sense to you, you just don't worry about it at all. You just play the first part I showed you. But if that's getting a little easy and you want to do the backbeat, this is the fancy way to do it. We go 1, 2, 3. Play a song for me, Applejack, Applejack. Play a song for me, and I'll sing. Play a song for me, Applejack, Applejack. Play a song, let your banjo ring. If you do that, what happens is if you're in a bluegrass band, this doesn't work so much if you're just accompanying yourself, but if you are in a bluegrass band with a bass player, the bass will hit the pick of your pick strum. So the guitar and the bass will hit that, and you just strum kind of like a hi-hat would on a drum on the offbeat. So they hit their big bass drum on the downbeat, and then on the backbeat, so they hit their foot first, and then to divide the beat, they'd hit that hi-hat. So they go like foot, hi-hat, foot, hi-hat, foot, hi-hat, right? We're doing foot, hi-hat, foot, hi-hat, foot. So it goes bass, mando, bass, mando, bass, mando. That's a little tricky. So if you have trouble with that and you're advanced, when you come into your lesson, bring your mandolin and we'll work on it. Once you get the feel of it, it gets really easy, but you need to play the mandolin for about a year before that's going to make sense. Okay, good luck.